for the session.
Yeah.
Right. Shall we make a start then?
Do you want me to
We've
sing?
got Mr. Nicholson's going to start for us today.
Apparently I'm going to sing first. We better do what I do, I suppose. So
Hold fire a minute. Yeah, you're on.
I'm Ron now, apparently. Here we go. For Cornish lads are fishermen, and Cornish lads are miners too. But when the fish and tin are gone, what are the Cornish boys to do? From Newland town we used to sail, through rain and mist and lashing gale, the mackerel shoals we hope to find, and soon we've left Land's End behind. All together. For Cornish lads are fishermen, and Cornish lads are miners too. But when the fish and tin are gone, what are the Cornish boys to do? We've searched the seven stones all round, but not a sign nor shoal we found. Round Island Light is now in sight, but Scillies are a barren ground. For Cornish lads are fishermen, and Cornish lads are miners too. But when the fish and tin are gone, what are the Cornish boys to do? The winding engines used to sing a melody to Cornish tin, and Geever lads they all would grin at payday on a Friday. For Cornish lads are fishermen, and Cornish lads are miners too. But when the fish and tin are gone, what are the Cornish boys to do? The water now reclaims the mind, and young men talk of old men's times, or go to work in gold or coal, or face a life upon the dole. For Cornish lads are fishermen, and Cornish lads are miners too. But when the fish and tin are gone, what are the Cornish boys to do? The hammer of the auction man is the only sound we soon shall hear, and visitors will make the noise and order drinks from Cornish boys. For Cornish lads are fishermen, and Cornish lads are miners too. But when the fish and tin are gone, what are the Cornish boys to do? We'll do as we have done before, go out and roam the wide world o'er, wherever sea or ships are found, or there's a hole down underground. For Cornish lads are fishermen, and Cornish lads are miners too. So when the fish and tin are gone, that's what the Cornish boys will do. Roger Bryant, of course.
Somebody else in the system is.
Oh, it's so nice to be able to sing with somebody.
Okay.
Who are you singing with?
Pardon?
Who are you singing with?
We're missing
Me. Me.
The
I'm in
toy.
his house. I'm in his house.
Somebody next to you.
Yeah,
Yes.
on the one
Are you in the same
microphone.
Oh, it's because. Sorry, I keep thinking you're in the pub.
I'm not.
No.
I'm sitting
Oh, well, that is
in
nice.
the
Yeah.
curtain.
What was that saying?
The sound's a bit crackly, Pete, though, isn't it?
Is that? We're probably a bit.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll turn it down a bit.
Harsh somehow. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think you might be clipping a little bit, Pete.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Sounds quite low. Yeah.
Oh, so you're together, you two. You're so lucky.
I'm not too far the other way.
Who's together?
Pete and Mike are in the same.
Oh, okay.
Is that
Yeah.
It's quieter.
There's no noise at all.
Hello?
It's a bit quieter.
Hello? Is anyone out there?
We can't hear you very well now. Turn it up a bit.
Right, turn it up again. A little bit. That's just a little bit up.
Yeah, I can hear.
That's good.
I can hear him very, very well. It's just.
We're going to be doing it quite a while. Several times. And I thought I'd
You need to go up.
adjust it.
Can I say aubergine?
Yes, it's a bit like a couple of weeks ago. I went over and had a meal with Jim and Chris, and then we sang on Balmy's Lewis. All three together on the one mic. It's lovely.
Oh, how nice.
You get deprived on these things, don't you?
Yeah.
Right. I'll sing you a song while Michael sorts out who's going to be next. He's working his fingers. Song from Bill Caddick. With Bill Caddick's permission to change the verse at the end. Well, I love that king, he knows it well, he knows I love him dear. There's not a king that's ever been as good as old King Beer. I should have muted you all up. No.
Yeah.
I can hear you all mumbling away. That's better. Well, I love that king, he knows it well, he knows I love him dear. There's not a king that's ever been as good as old King Beer. Well, old King Beer, he came to me when I'd barely learned to stand. He said, try a drop of home-brewed ale and you'll always be my man. So I took a sup from his little brown jug, I loved him straight away. And we've served each other loyally ever since that lucky day. So I love that king, he knows it well, he knows I love him dear. There's not a king that's ever been as good as old King Beer. Well, went to school for half me life, King Beer he came along. And I learned to order up me pints in 20 different tongues. Well, learned that a gallon was 8 good pints, a quart was only 2. So order up a gallon for me, put a quart pot down for you. Well, I love that king, he knows it well, he knows I love him dear. There's not a king that's ever been as good as old King Beer. Well, wine is fine, brandy's grand, I love me slow gin too. But give me a pot of Harvey's ale and I know just what to do. Well, Shepherd Neame is brewed in Kent, as fine as it can be. But I know the pint I'll love the best is the one you'll buy from me. Well, I love that king, he knows it well, he knows I love him dear. There's not a king that's ever been as good as old King Beer. So take me money, take me car, take me wife and family. You can take away me wits for all the good they've done for me. Well, I'd like to finish off this song. I've made some good friends here. Just take me down to Lewistown. It's time to meet King Beer. Well, I love that king. He knows it well. He knows I love him dear. There's not a king that's ever been as good as old King Beer. Bill Caddy.
We're going to follow traditional lines, and Roger will sing next, please.
Right, hold fire while I'm mute.
Oh, as I was a-rolling down Paradise Street, to me way, hey, below the man down, a sassy flash clipper I chanced for to meet. Give me some time to blow the man down. Of the port that she hailed from, I cannot say much. To me way, hey, blow the man down. But by her appearance I took her for Dutch. Give me some time to blow the man down. Her flag was 3 colours, her masthead was low. To me way, hey, blow the man down. She was round in the counter and bluff in the bow. Give me some time to blow the man down. From larboard to starboard, and so sailed she. To me way, hey, blow the man down. She was sailing at large, she was running free. Give me some time to blow the man down. I fired me bow chaser, the signal she knew. To me way, hey, blow the man down. She backed her main topsail and for me heaved to. Give me some time to blow the man down. She was bowling along with the wind blowing free. To me way, hey, blow the man down. She clewed up her courses and waited for me. Give me some time to blow the man down. I hailed her in English, she answered me clear. To me way, hey, blow the man down. I'm from the Black Arrow, bound to the Shakespeare. Give me some time to blow the man down. I tipped her me flipper and took her in tow. To me way, hey, blow the man down. And yard to yard away we did go. Give me some time to blow the man down. She then took me up to her lily white room. To me way, hey, blow the man down. And there all the evening we danced and we spooned. Give me some time to blow the man down. Me shot lockers empty, me powders all spent. To me way, hey, blow the man down. I've plenty of time, boys, to think and repent. Give me some time to blow the man down. Blow the man down, bullies, blow the man down. To me way, hey, blow the man down. Blow him right back into Liverpool town. Give me some time to blow the man down.
Afternoon all, sorry I'm late on parade.
All right.
Same here.
Pat, you're next.
Okay.
What's the time?
Okay. Who is that child I see wandering, wandering down by the side of the quivering stream? Why does he seem not to hear when I talk to him? Where does he come from? What is his name? Why do I see him at sunrise and sunset, taking in old-fashioned clothes the same track? Why, when he talks, does he cast not a shadow, though the sun rises and falls at his back? Why does the dust lie so thick on the hedgerow by the great field where the horse pulls the plough? Why do I see only meadows where houses stand in a line by the riverside now? Why does he move like a wraith by the water, soft as the thistledown on the breeze blows? When I draw near to him so that I may hear him, why does he say that his name is my own?
Thanks, Pat. Right, Stephen, Janet.
Okay, we're on. Okay.
Ron.
And now something completely different.
Well, you called me, Ron.
You have to unmute, Steve.
Okay.
It's my fault.
Right. I was going too fast, just too speedy, that's me. When I first came down Yorkshire, not many years ago, I met me a little Yorkshire lass, and I'll have you all to know that she was so blithe and buxom, beautiful and gay. Now listen while I tell you what her daddy used to say. Treat me daughter decent, don't do her any harm, and when I die I'll leave you both me tiny, tiny little farm. Me cow, me pigs, me sheep, me goat, me stock, me fields and barn, and all the little chickens in the garden. When I first came to court the girl, she was so awful shy. She never said a blooming word while other folks was by. But as soon as we were on our own, she bade me name the day. Now listen while I tell you what her daddy used to say. Treat me daughter decent, don't do her any harm, and when I die I'll leave you both me tidy little farm. Me cow, me pigs, me sheep, me goat, me stock, me fields and barn, and all the little chickens in the garden. And so I'll wed me Yorkshire girl, so pleasing to me mind. I always did prove true to her, and she's proved true in kind. Oh, we've got 3 bairns, they're growed up, now we a grandbairn on the way. And when I look into their eyes, I hear her father say, treat me daughter decent, don't do her any harm, and when I die I'll leave you both me tiny little farm. Me cow, me pigs, me sheep, me goats, me stock, me fields and barn, and all the little chickens in the garden. That's
I have to say, there's only one chicken
We've
left
got one
now.
chicken now. Share it amongst you.
Yeah, sorry, I'm miles away.
Sorry, it's Janet.
I'm typing. It's Janet next. Thanks for that, Steve. I'm miles away. Different computer.
You want to unmute? There you go.
Well, it had to come. You were all wondering when I was going to do this. And get ready, lads.
Oh.
Right. Drink, drink to the laddies in beer or in wine. Drink to the laddies in whiskey so fine. Drink to the laddies in water so clear. Oh, drink to the laddies and wish them good cheer. When they are young, they are handsome and fine. When they grow older, they're just like fine wine. When they grow ancient and their beards turn to grey, oh, still they'll delight us by night and by day. Drink to the laddies in beer or in wine. Drink to the laddies in whiskey so fine. Drink to the laddies in water so clear. Oh, drink to the laddies and wish them good cheer. Drink to the laddies, the great and the small. Drink to the laddies, the short and the tall. Drink to the laddies, whether curly or bald. Oh, drink to the laddies, for we love you all. Drink to the laddies in beer or in wine. Drink to the laddies in whiskey so fine. Drink to the laddies in water so clear. Oh, drink to the laddies and wish them good cheer. When I was a young girl, me mother she cried, beware of the laddies, they tell you such lies. Beware of the laddies, never heed what they say. But she drank to the laddies till her dying day. Drink to the laddies in beer or in wine. Drink to the laddies in whiskey so fine. Drink to the laddies in water so clear. Oh, drink to the laddies and wish them good cheer. The laddies will charm you and tell you such lies. They'll tell the truth on the day the pig flies. But still they are pleasant and so full of play that I'll drink to the laddies till my dying day. Drink to the laddies in beer or in wine. Drink to the laddies in whiskey so fine. Drink to the laddies in water so clear. Oh, drink to the laddies and wish them good cheer.
Yay. Thanks, Janet.
I love that when she's pointing to everybody, when she was pointing to the bald ones, there were so many more. That was really funny.
You may think so.
How would you know? I've never taken my hat off.
Ernie, can you sing next, please?
I'd be delighted, Mike. Yep. Let's hope the sound. Is my sound okay from up here?
Sounds
I'm
all
stood
right.
up, you see.
While I'm mute.
I'm
Hang on. Hang on, Ernie.
I thought I had unmuted. Sorry, I got overridden from the console. Right, I understand. Start again. I met her in Venezuela with a basket upon her head. If she loved others, she didn't say, but I knew she'd do to pass away the time in Venezuela. I bought her a sash, a beautiful sash of blue, a beautiful sash of blue. For as she wanted, she could do all of those tricks I knew she knew to pass away the time in Venezuela. Her lingo was strange, but the thought of her beautiful smile, the thought of her beautiful smile will haunt me and taunt me for many's the mile. She was my girl, and she did the while to pass away the time in Venezuela. The wind blows out, the wind blows out to sea, the wind blows out to sea. I said, cheer up, though I'm leaving thee. I said, cheer up, there'll always be sailors ashore on leave in Venezuela. There'll always be sailors on leave in Venezuela. So there.
Thanks very much, Ernie.
Very welcome.
My typing finger has run away with me. Are we ready, Charlotte?
Yeah, no problem.
Brilliant.
Right.
Okay.
Let's go through the muting bit. Can you unmute? There you go. You're ready.
Okay. It's new and I've never sung it out, so do forgive me if I'm staring at the words a bit. Join the Navy, see the world. That's what my father said. But I ignored him and I joined the lightship men instead. Leaning on the railings and asking myself why I'm anchored to the seabed as I watch the world go by. For there's no port in a storm for the lightships or the lightship crew. There's no port in a storm for us at all. A tiny dot of crimson in a swirl of ocean spray, riding out the storms and wind day after dreary day, warning passing shipping as the wreck's just out of view. Please God, don't let them hit the rocks. P.S. Avoid us too, 'cause there's no port in a storm for the lightships or the lightship's crew. Oh, there's no port in a storm for us at all. I'm glad I'm not on board a vessel off the Dundee coast. Passing whales, they use the lightships as a scratching post. The poor crews get thrown about until they fear they'll sink. But worse than that, the halitosis, whale's breath really stinks. And there's no port in a storm for the lightships or the lightship crew. Oh, there's no port in a storm for us at all. Now they say they don't need crews on lightships anymore. Here comes the relief boat, we're heading back to shore. For one last time I'm looking round at all that sea and sky, anchored to the seabed as I watch the world go by. For there's no port in a storm for the lightships or the lightship crew. Oh, there's no port in a storm for us at all.
Thanks, Charlotte. Right, Dave. Dave Earl, please.
Thumbs up.
When you've done the muting, if you've done it, I'm going. All right? Yeah. Some pals and I in a public house were playing dominoes last night, when all of a sudden in the potman rushed and his face it was quite white. What's up, said Brown. Have you seen a ghost? Have you seen your Aunt Maria? Oh, me Aunt Maria be buggered, said he, the bleeding pub's on fire. Oh, there was Brown, upside down, mopping up the whiskey on the floor. Booze, booze, the firemen cried as they came knocking at the door. Don't let 'em in till it's all mopped up. somebody shouted, "McIntyre!" And we all got blue, blind, paralytic drunk when the old dun cow caught fire. On fire, said Brown, what a bit of luck, come along with me, said he. Down in the cellar there's no fire there, we'll have a rare old spree. So we all went down with good old Brown, and beer we couldn't miss. And we hadn't been 10 minutes there before we were like this. Oh, there was Brown, upside down, mopping up the whiskey on the floor. Booze, booze, the firemen cried as they came knocking at the door. Don't let 'em in till it's all mopped up, somebody shouted, "McIntyre!" And we all got blue, blind, paralytic drunk when the old dun cow caught fire. Then Johnson rushed to the fork wine tub, gave it a few hard knocks, started taking off his pantaloons, likewise his shoes and socks. Oh, don't, said Brown. Oh, don't, said Brown. Oh, don't, said Brown. What did he say? Don't put your trotters in the port wine tub when we've got some old stale beer. Oh, there was Brown, upside down, mopping up the whiskey on the floor. Booze, booze, the firemen cried as they came knocking at the door. Don't let 'em in till it's all mopped up, somebody shouted, "McIntyre!" And we all got blue, blind, paralytic drunk when the old dun cow caught fire. Just then there came a terrible crash after bloody roof gave way. We were half drowned by the fireman's hose, though we were all still gay. So we got some sacks and some old tin tacks, bunged ourselves inside, and we all got drinking good old Scotch till we were bleary-eyed. Oh, there was Brown, upside down, mopping up the whiskey on the floor. Booze, booze, the firemen cried as they came knocking at the door. Don't let 'em in till it's all mopped up, somebody shouted, "McIntyre!" And we all got blue, blind, paralytic drunk when the old dun cow caught fire.
Well
Thank you,
thought,
people.
Dave.
Thank
Well
you.
thought. Ted Hanley, can you hear me? Speak to me.
No, I'm not muted now.
Right, thank you. Kathy,
Hello, Mike.
you're not replying, looking at the chat. So Kathy's singing next. Then would you sing, please?
Certainly.
After Kathy.
After Kathy.
Thank you, Kathy.
Hold on. She can't find the button. Can you unmute Kathy?
She is unmuted. Well, there's no muting on this at all.
No, there is on mine, and she hasn't unmuted.
Well, there isn't on this.
Kathy! Kath!
If you look at this, there's nothing muted.
Don't know what's going on.
Look.
Kathy, can you hear me? Try again.
Is it locked? It's not showing as muted here, you see.
It's shown on my screen as muted.
Yeah,
Do you want to know which Kathy it is? K or C?
It's Kathy Barclay.
So I've just pushed the unmute request. He's obviously trying.
I thought you meant the other Kathy.
No, you were the one with the email.
You spelt it with a K.
Silly
well.
bugger.
And then I thought, oh, it means the other one.
Oh, no, it's just typing.
He said he was
Sorry.
having trouble with his fingers.
Okay. Right, okay then. Sorry about that. I was waiting for her and she was obviously waiting for me. So, okay. Right. So I'm going to sing a song now that Colin Gates wrote quite a long time ago, and it's called The Southern Hounds, the last of the old Southern Hounds. It's a song about the Southern Hound pack, which was which dates back apparently to the Saxon times. And it was actually the last the last time it was actually done, when it was disbanded, was in the 1860s, when the Laird decided he didn't want them to run anymore, which seems a bit unfair considering they've been doing it since the Saxon times. But anyway, these hounds were they were walking hounds. They weren't on horses or anything. The riders, the huntsmen, but they were apparently quite a slow bred group of hounds, but they had very good noses, and they actually hunted hare, not foxes. And the hunt master would carry a leaping pole. This is why I like singing this song, because he used to carry a leaping pole, which he used if the hounds got too close to the hare, because they weren't allowed to catch the hare. Seems a bit mean on them, but they were very keen on hunting it, but they didn't ever actually catch it. So it's actually really rather nice from that point of view. And in the 1940s, someone came along, Scott Willey came along to do some research on this old group of hunting hounds and this practice that was based in Charlwood. And of course, these hounds didn't live as a pack anywhere. They lived in people's houses. So when the hunt master came along, he'd blow the horn, and all the dogs would come out of everybody's different houses in Charlwood. And then, of course, they'd all hunt together, and then they go back home afterwards, which is really quite a sweet story as well. But anyway, this guy came to do some research, and there was one member of the hounds in 1860, because this guy came along in 1940 to do the research, because he wanted to write a book about it. And there was one guy who was left alive, so he was able to tell him firsthand about all the stories about this lovely pack of hounds. Anyway, that's the story. I'm sorry it went on a bit, but I think it's quite interesting to know about. So, and this is the song. It's called "The Last Hunt of the Old Southern Hounds." It has got a lovely chorus, which I hope you'll be able to sing and join in. He blew the horn so loud and clear, the autumn day to greet, and all the old grey southern hounds came from their homes to meet. The huntsmen came with joyful shout, and leaping poles to gather there, to search the country round about and find the young jack hare. They ran through barley and through corn and yellow gorse and heather, through the misty light of dawn. We thought they'd run forever. That was the chorus. We crossed the Gillard stepping stones, and the old grey southern hound turned Jack out at Stumble Hole with noses to the ground. On crazy run Jack Hare then went around the stone pit field, but the hounds would never leave the scent, nor would they flag nor yield. They ran through barley and through corn and yellow gorse and heather, through the misty light of dawn. We thought they'd run forever. The hare led them a merry chase until the moon was seen, high above the cider mill by those men in green. From Hound House Farm and Rainbow Wood and back to Guzzle Shore, but Lord and Squire had decreed the hounds would run no more. They ran through barley and through corn and yellow gorse and heather, through the misty light of dawn. We thought they'd run forever. The leaping pole at Welland's Hill let young Jack Hare away through the valley and the copse to run another day. The horn was silent in the lane, as sadly homeward bound. We knew we would not hunt again with the old grey southern hound. They ran through barley and through corn, and yellow gorse and heather. Through the misty light of dawn, we thought they'd run forever. We thought they'd run forever.
Thanks, Kathy. Right, Ted, it's down to you now.
Sorry, me.
No, Ted.
Sorry.
And
Oh,
Ted,
sorry.
that's me. Can you hear?
You want to unmute, Ted? There you go.
Better? An old favourite. I used to like listening to this in the Neptune, and I'm sure we will again next year. I've just heard this morning that they're to allow gigs to start happening again, which is good because I haven't done one since March. So it's very lonely. There were three kings came from the west, their fortunes for to try. And the three made a solemn vow, John Barleycorn must die. They ploughed, they sowed, they harrowed him in, threw clods upon his head. And these three men made a solemn vow, John Barleycorn was dead. So put your wine in glasses, put your cider in a tin can. Put John and Barleycorn in the nut brown bowl, for he's proved the strongest man. They let him lie for a very long time, till the rain from him did fall. And little Sir John sprung up his head, and so amazed them all. They've let him stand till Midsummer's Day, till he looked both pale and wan. And little Sir John, he's grown a beard, and so became a man. So put your wine to glasses, put your cider in old tin cans. Put John and Barleycorn in that brown bowl, for he's proved the strongest man. They've hired men with scythes so sharp to cut him off at the knee. They've rolled him and tied him round the waist and served him barbarously. They've hired men with sharp prick forks to prick him to the heart, and the loader served him worse than that. He's bound him upon the cart. So put your wine into glasses, put your cider in old tin cans. Put John and Barleycorn in the nut brown bowl, for he's proved the strongest man. They've wheeled him around and around the field, till they came unto a barn. And there they made a solemn vow on poor John Barleycorn. They've hired him with their crafty tricks to cut him skin from bone. But the miller, he has served him worse than that, for he's ground him between two stones. So put your wine to glasses, put your cider in old tin cans. Put John and Barleycorn in the nut brown bowl, for he's proved the strongest man. So little Sir John and the nut brown bowl and brandy in the glass, and little Sir John and nut brown bowl proved the strongest man at last. The huntsman, he can't hunt the fox, nor loudly blow his horn, and the tinker, he can't mend his kettle or his pots without a little John Barleycorn. So put your wine into glasses, put your cider in old tin cans, put John and Barleycorn in the brown bowl, for he's proved the strongest man.
Thanks, Ted. From one stalwart of the festival to another one who's been there forever. It's time for our guest today. Young, shy, tall man called Pete Collins. So can we give him a big welcome, Peter Collins?
Hey. Thank you.
Oh. You won't be able to chat at the barmaids behind the bar in the mess this year, don't we, Shane?
I'm going to mute everybody else, or I don't have to unmute myself because it stays that way. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I've got the big voice next to me so I can have real choruses. Song from John Heslop. I was born at conflict's end, in shadows of the war. My father came back home to spend his time in boats once more. We lived off what the sea would give, a little was a law. The only way we knew to live was off the catch with God. So when I'm dead, then take my bones out there where I have been. Put them in care of Davy Jones. Send my soul to Fiddler's Green. Send my soul. Send my soul. Send my soul. Send my soul. Send my soul to Fiddler's Green. Then I became a fisher too, like father, so like son. He taught me everything he knew and everything he'd done. But by the sea from us was torn contentment's cornerstone. The man behind this man was gone. The sea reclaims her own. So when I'm dead, then take my bones out there where I have been. Put them in care of Davy Jones. Send my soul to Fiddler's Green. Send my soul. Send my soul. Send my soul. Send my soul. Send my soul to Fiddler's Green. The saga of the sea went on, wherever men would dare to face the deep as they have done, with bravery and prayer. The sons of fishermen went daily to the sea, until some distant faceless men decreed that should not be. So when I'm dead, then take my bones out there where I have been. Put them in care of Davy Jones. Send my soul to Fiddler's Green. Send my soul. Send my soul. Send my soul. Send my soul. Send my soul to Fiddler's Green. The boats are tied up to the quay. They sit on shifting sands, with ropes as strong as ropes should be, to bind them to the land, to bind them to the spiteful shore, when they would be at sea. Like prisoners behind a door, they dream of being free. So when I'm dead, then take my bones out there where I have been. Put them in care of Davy Jones. Send my soul to Fiddler's Green. Send my soul. Send my soul. Send my soul. Send my soul. Send my soul to Fiddler's Green. The men are tied up to the land, the fish are swimming free. There's riches there on every hand, but wealth is all at sea. The hands are bound with landsmen's chains to bind the days they knew, and we have only got the pain and the tears to watch them through. So when I'm dead, then take my bones out there where I have been. Put them in care of Davy Jones. Send my soul to Fiddler's Green. Send my soul. Send my soul. Send my soul. Send my soul. Send my soul to Fiddler's Green. Send my soul. Send my soul. Send my soul. Send my soul. Send my soul to Fiddler's Green.
Send my soul.
You sing that with him.
Thank you, Pete.
You're about half a second too late, no doubt.
No, it was just spot on from here.
He had the last word, didn't he?
Why not?
Some cream.
I'll
get it. I'll just sit
myself.
Always amused when John Heslop sings it. Partly because I love singing a really nice bass line to it, but also he always introduces it as a song he found on a Pete Collins CD. Yeah, we've been doing these sessions for nearly 4 months now, I suppose, and I've been avoiding chorus songs because there doesn't seem a lot of point when you're sitting here on your own, and dragging out all the songs I haven't sung for a good while. This is one I just enjoy singing, so I shall mute Pete again, even though he that stopped him. Right. It was last Monday morning, the day appointed was, that I should go down to the broom to meet my own true love. So fine and pleasant was the day, she bore my company. For she's low, low down in the broom, waiting in the broom for me. I looked over my left shoulder to see what I might see, and there I spied my own true love come tripping down to me. Her heart was brisk and bonny to bear my company, for she's low, low down in the broom, waiting in the broom for me. I took hold of her hand and gaily sang my heart. But now that we're together, we never more shall part. Oh no, me love, not never, such a thing could never be. For she's low, low down in the broom, waiting in the broom for me. Low down in the broom.
Lovely. Lovely.
Good picture of Broadstairs.
I don't think I've heard him sing.
Huh?
I don't know if I've heard him sing that.
All right. I've heard you sing that before, Peter.
Have you not?
I don't think so.
Ah.
Lovely.
I used to sing that about, well, I don't know, 50 years ago, and then when I was wandering around Kiev on my own, burbling away to a lot of the Ink Spot Soul songs, and that suddenly came into my brain, and it sort of got refreshed. So
Yes,
Good.
it's a great song.
it's amazing what you learn walking around on your own, isn't it? Right, I'm going to sing a song that when I sang it in the Neptune, when the lovely Yvonne was there, it talks about there being more friendship poured out in a bottle of stout than you'll find in statute or sermon.
Oh, yes.
And Yvonne immediately says, there's a damn sight more friendship in this place than there is across the road, pointing at the church. Which was lovely.
Yeah.
Written by a fellow I had the pleasure of meeting a few years ago, Sean Moan. And his songs are mostly political, and he has the ability to make political songs quite funny, or very funny indeed. My favourite is one about what's his name, Trindle, and why he couldn't sit down for peace talks in July, when of course 12th of July is when they have the old orange marches, and he sings about Trindle not being able to sit down because he had an orange pimple on his bum. Right, one last song and then we get back to you lot. That'd be good. Battles and wars leave deep wounds and scars, and deep wounds are long in the mending. While reflecting upon all that is gone, life rushes on to its ending. Though the joy and the pain in our memories remain, by memories lifetimes are measured. That the time that we spend amongst lovers and friends is the time we'll remember with pleasure. So fill up your glass, now add future and past, in harmony be determined. For there's more friendship poured out in one bottle of stout than you'll find in statute or sermon. I've heard all the old songs, all the rights and the wrongs, from prophets of doom and destruction, street corner messiahs and moral pariahs, dealers in bribes and corruption, from the holy and wise, denial and lies, when innocent youth was forsaken. Yet I've watched the night end amongst lovers and friends, and been sorry to see the dawn breaking. So fill up your glass, now in future and past, in harmony be determined. For there's more friendship poured out in one bottle of stout than you'll find in statute or sermon. There are those who are certain that drinking and courting are the sure road to hell and damnation. But if that is to be, it would seem unto me that God has no sense of occasion, for to help his great plan, both woman and man bring forth each new generation. And a wee drop of stout and the odd bit of a hout will greatly assist procreation. So fill up your glass, now in future and past, in harmony be determined. For there's more friendship poured out in one bottle of stout than you'll find in statute or sermon. To the brashest, the proudest, and those who shout loudest, 'twould seem that power has been given to berate us, deride us, separate and divide us in hope of their version of heaven. But the mountains and rivers will by far outlive us, and when our bones unto dust have been weathered, there'll be lovers and friends who will still comprehend the true reason we're all here together. So fill up your glass, now in future and past, in harmony be determined. For there's more friendship poured out in one bottle of stout than you'll find in statute or sermon. Yes, more friendship poured out in one bottle of stout than you'll find in statute or sermon. Sean Mann.
Lovely.
One sentiment in that we cannot agree with.
Right.
By the way, Thelma's dialed in, but you won't see her on here because she hasn't got a camera on her laptop. So she's.
Oh well. At least you'll be able to listen.
No, Thelma.
Hi, Thelma.
Where is she?
Right.
Oh, right.
She
Hi,
hasn't got a
Thelma.
I did pre-warn Joe that he's on next. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Hold fire while I mute. There you go. All yours.
So, as you can see, I'm standing on Broadstairs Pier, wearing an invisibility cloak by the looks of things, and I hopefully you can see that. So I thought I'd do a sea shanty, seeing as that's where.
Tides out.
Pardon? Okay, I'll go. Sorry, somebody butted in there. General Taylor's gained the day. Walk him along, John, carry him along. General Taylor's gained the day. Carry him to his burying ground to me way. Hey, you stormy. Walk him along, John, carry him along to me way. Hey, you stormy. Carry him to his burying ground. I wish I was old Stormy's son. Walk him along, John, carry him along. I'd build a ship of 10,000 tons. Carry him to his burying ground to me way. Hey, you Stormy. Walk him along, John, carry him along to me way. Hey, you Stormy. Carry him to his burying ground. I'd load her up with ale and rum. Walk him along, John, carry him along. And every shellback shall have some. Carry him to his burying ground to me way. Hey, you Stormy. Walk him along, John, carry him along to me way. Hey, you Stormy. Carry him to his burying ground. We'll dig his grave with a silver spade. Walk him along, John, carry him along. And a shroud of the softest silk will be made. Carry him to his burying ground to me way. Hey, you Stormy. Walk him along, John, carry him along to me way. Hey, you Stormy. Carry him to his burying ground. We'll lower him down with a golden chain. Walk him along, John, carry him along. And every link shall bear his name. Carry him to his burying ground to me way. Hey, you Stormy. Walk him along, John, carry him along to me way. Hey, you Stormy. Carry him to his burying ground. General Taylor's dead and gone. Walk him along, John, carry him along. General Taylor's dead and gone. Carry him to his burying ground to me way. Hey, you Stormy. Walk him along, John, carry him along to me way. Hey, you Stormy. carry him to his burying ground. To me way, hey, you stole me. Walk him along, John, carry him along. To me way, hey, you stole me. Carry him to his burying ground. Cheers.
Thank you, Joe. Did Rob and Liz get the message? Liz did. That's all right then. Hold on while I get you live. You're there.
I'm there. All right. There's gold in the channel where the sun lights the sea, but the boats are all pulled up and stranded like me. I once was a fisherman, now come ashore, but they won't let us go to sea anymore. Sea anymore. No, they won't let us go to sea anymore. In the old town of Hastings, the people can see our sheds and our tackle. It puts them at ease, and we make a fine sight from above Brocanor. But they won't let us go to sea anymore. Sea anymore. No, they won't let us go to sea anymore. Now isn't it crazy that we are so strong, but we can't fight the bullies that are doing us wrong? We can't fight the faceless, the ghosts of the law, 'cause they won't let us go to sea anymore. Sea anymore. No, they won't let us go to sea anymore. Now I have a son, and he's nearly 16. A fishing family we always have been, and it fills me with sorrow that he'll stay ashore, 'cause they won't let us go to sea anymore. Sea anymore. No, they won't let us go to sea anymore. Well, there's gold in the channel where the sun lights the sea, but the boats are all pulled up and stranded like me. I once was a fisherman, now come ashore, but they won't let us go to sea anymore. Sea anymore. No, they won't let us go to sea anymore. Sea anymore. No, they won't let us go to sea anymore. Barry Dransfield.
Yeah.
Lovely.
We're down in Devon one time, and somebody sang that and substituted Brixham for Hastings, but they left Rockinore in there.
Yeah.
Rockinore.
Very silly.
We did that at Broadstairs, didn't we?
Are you ready, Rob?
We did it in a concert, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold fire while I mute everybody. And you have to unmute again. That's it.
There we go. Ale, ale, glorious ale, served up in pewter, it tells its own tale. Some folks like radishes, some curl like hair. But give I boiled parsnips and a great dish of taters and a lump of fatty bacon and a pint of good ale. When I was a young man, my father did say, summer is coming, it's time to make hay. Now when hay is carted, don't you never fail to drink Gaffer's health in a pint of good ale. Ale, ale, glorious ale. Served up in pewter, it tells its own tale. Some folks like radishes, some curl like hair. But give I boiled parsnips and a great dish of taters and a lump of fatty bacon and a pint of good ale. Now our MPs in Parliament our safety to keep. What? Now we hope now we put them there, they won't sit and sleep. But they'll have my vote if they never fail to keep down the price of a pint of good ale. Ale, ale, glorious ale. Served up in pewter, it tells its own tale. Some folks like radishes, some curl like ale. But give I boiled parsnips and a great dish of taters and a lump of fatty bacon and a pint of good ale. Thank you.
Right.
Good. Oh, I've got a message.
We're going to try and get George to sing next if he's willing. George or Val?
Could you sing 2 songs after George? All right. Okay. Where's George?
A thumbs up, George.
It takes a while, but no worries.
Which one's George?
Are you there, Val? Can you operate the buttons? Okay, let me mute everybody, and then Val will hopefully unmute George and he can give us a song. You need to unmute, please. He's trying.
I think Val is doing it for him.
Yeah, Val's trying to do it, but it's not working.
It is.
You're there.
Yeah.
Okay, George, give us a song, please.
There's no way you can change the colour on these screens, is there, Peter?
I wouldn't have thought so. Don't worry. Just sing your head off.
No, it makes me look as though I'm going grey.
I'm afraid we all are, George. Sorry.
Oh, all right. It was 9 o'clock by the bell, and our ship not far from land, when there we spied a pretty mermaid with a glass and a comb in her hand. And the raging seas did roar, and the stormy winds do blow, and we jolly sailor boys were up aloft, and the landlubbers lying down below. Then up spoke the captain of our ship, and a fine old man was he, saying, I've a wife in fair London town, tonight she a widow will be. And the stormy winds and raging seas do roar, and the stormy winds do blow, and we jolly sailor boys were up aloft, and the landlubbers lying down below. Then up spoke the captain's mate, and a fine young man was he, saying, I've 2 sons in fair Bristol town, tonight they orphans shall be. And the raging seas do roar, and the stormy winds do blow, and we jolly sailor boys row up aloft, and the landlubbers lying down below. Then up spoke the little cabin boy, and a pretty little boy was he, saying, I've a mother in fair London town, tonight she will surely grieve for me. And the raging seas do roar, and the stormy winds do blow, and we jolly sailor boys row up aloft, and the landlubbers lying down below. But I heard my mammy say, there is one who rules the waves, and if he please, he'll bring us safe to land and save us from a watery grave. And the raging seas do roar, and the stormy winds do blow, and we jolly sailor boys row up aloft, and the landlubbers lying down below. So the captain returned to his wife, and the mate to his sons ne'er to part, but none so happy as the little cabin boy, as his mammy held him close to her heart. And the raging seas do roar, and the stormy winds do blow, and we jolly sailor boys row up aloft, and the landlubbers lying down below. That's it. Wow.
Lovely.
That's a lovely version.
Lovely version.
Yeah.
Lovely version.
Thanks very much.
Well sung, George.
Yeah.
We have a happy ending on that song.
Yeah. Right. We're going up north now.
Ooh.
Good. Barry and Ingrid, please.
Right, I don't know what the weather's like down your way, but it's raining here.
Yeah. I bet it's been dead hot at Broadstairs this week. Yeah. Yes, I thought so. Sweltering.
Always is.
Right.
Right.
I can do Adam Buckham if you want. Since it's up north. Yeah, okay, I'll do one. That was this just with Peter saying from up north, I'll do a song from up here. And I learned this at school. And it's called Adam Buckham. Do you know that? Do any of you know it? No, all right. Oh, well, that's good. And it's really just about a man in those days. They didn't have any newspapers, of course, and there was a guy.
But they couldn't read them.
Well, yeah, they did, but they couldn't read them. And this guy used to go around all the little shops and the little alleys on the Tyne and everything, and he used to give everybody the gossip. And so
and get the news,
yeah,
and pass it on.
and get the news from them, pass it on to the next people. So there you go. It's got a good chorus. It's down the long stairs and straight along the close into the baker's entry. Adam Buckham goes, and it's Adam Buckham oh, Adam Buckham oh, Adam Buckham with his bow legs. Nanny carries water and Tommy cobbles shoes. Adam gans about the tone, gathering bits of news, and it's Adam Buckham Oh, Adam Buckamore, oh, Adam Buckamore, with his bow legs. Adam kissed the servant lass, and that will never do. If he doesn't mind his soul, the kitty'll make him rue. And it's so Adam Buckamore, oh, Adam Buckamore, oh, Adam Buckamore, with his bow legs. Harry's selling besoms and Nancy's feeding goats. Adam's down the quayside, gabbling around the boats. And it's so Adam Buckamore, oh, Adam Buckamore, oh, Adam Buckamore, with his bow legs. It's doing the long stairs and straight along the close. Into the baker's entry, Adam Buckham goes, and it's oh, Adam Buckamore, oh, Adam Buckamore, oh, Adam Buckamore, with his bow legs. Thank you.
Lovely.
Thank you. Did you understand all that?
Not a word.
Every word.
Good.
There's a lovely
Of course, you've got Annie for your friend.
There's a lovely Geordie word in there. It was in the last verse, and the word is gabbling. Just means talking a lot.
It's Yorkshire as well. It's not
No,
just-
Yorkshire. Yeah.
Ah, right.
Oh, got to be very careful about these neighbours and things. Right, we'll sing you another song now. This song called. Oh, sorry.
There you go.
We were on a local folk club last night on a Zoom session, and I sang a whole song, and then everybody said, "Well, we're waiting for you to start," which was good. This is a song from the Tolpuddle Martyr era, right, the early 1800s, and this was when the minimum wage was slightly less than it is now, and the owners, in their wisdom of the day, because they could, they decided to lower it even further. It's a lovely song called 8 Shillings a Week. Come all ye bold Britons, where'er you may be, I would pray give attention and listen to me, for the times they were good, but they've gone by complete. Now a poor man must work for 8 shillings a week. Hard times again, hard times again, hard times again for the poor labouring men. Now our venerable fathers remember the year when a man had 3 shillings a day and his beer, to keep himself well and his family so neat. But now we must work for 8 shillings a week. Hard times again, hard times again, hard times again for the poor labouring men. Now the toffs of old England have shameful renown, as they try for to crush a poor man to the ground. They'll force down his wages and starve him complete, and make him work hard for 8 shillings a week. Hard times again, hard times again, hard times again for the poor labouring man. Now the labourer he works hard, believe me it's so, and to maintain his family he is willing to go. Hedging or ditching, to plough or to reap, but how can he live on 8 shillings a week? Hard times again, hard times again, hard times again for the poor labouring men. So now to conclude and to finish me song, let's hope that the times will improve before long, and every labourer be able to keep his children and wife on 12 shillings a week. Hard times again, good times again, good times again for the poor labouring man.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Smashing.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Gary. Whoa. It's good to have that lot around, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Kathy there. It's been at all the Zoom sessions I've been to for a long time now. Hold fire while I'm mute, Kathy. Come on. Is Kathy with a K this time?
Yeah, sorry to be confusing. Okay, so the song, I picked this up from a recording of Alison Reynolds, who later became Alison Truscott. So it's from, she moved down to Cornwall. So this is from a tin mining area. But I think it's a modern song actually. So let's go chorus. Hush me baby, and dinna you cry, for the sun and the moon's tumbled down from the sky, and your dad's away, he will not be back, for he died in the mine when the timbering cracked. And people who walk about never ask why the rich uns can live and your poor daddy die. And if they should ask me, I'd only cry, for the sun and the moon's tumbled down from the sky. Sometimes, sometimes he was bad, sometimes he was good, but he'd sweat like a devil down there for our food. Sometimes he would laugh, sometimes he would sing, and sometimes together our bodies would cling. And people who walk about never ask why the rich uns can live and your poor daddy die. And if they should ask me, I'd only cry, for the sun and the moon's tumbled down from the sky. Hush me babby, and now I must rest, trying to think what to do for the best. For the poor house is waiting if I can't pay the rent, and the pittance I got when he died is near spent. And people who walk about never ask why the rich uns can live and your poor daddy die. And if they should ask me, I'd only cry, for the sun and the moon's tumbled down from the sky. Hush, me babby, we'll up and away. We will not stay here one more sad, lonely day. We'll go to your grands, and you'll grow up so tall. When you're a man, you'll be bravest of all. Then go out and tell all the foolish uns why the rich uns can live and your poor daddy die. We'll go out together with our heads held up high and put back the sun and the moon in the sky.
Well sung, Kathy. That was a lovely song.
Yeah. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
Right, Mr. Luscombe, are you ready? All yours.
Right. I inflicted one of my songs on the assembled multitude on Monday. I think I'm going to do it again. Sorry about that. You obviously haven't suffered enough. This is based on a very dodgy folk tale from Portsmouth. I don't think it's very likely that it actually happened, but there you go. Friends, I must leave you in the morning to sail into the icy seas. While I am on the frozen ocean, wish me good luck and think of me. I sit here in the Star and Garter, surrounded by my friends so dear. I must away to seek for glory, but I'll be back, lads, never fear. Friends, I must leave you in the morning to sail into the icy seas. While I am on the frozen ocean, wish me good luck and think of me. My wife, she waits up in a chamber, she's dearer than all the world to me. While I'm away, she'll light a candle nightly in the window for me. Friends, I must leave you in the morning to sail into the icy seas. While I am on the frozen ocean, wish me good luck and think of me. Tomorrow morn we will weigh anchor, my men all ready to earn their fame. Our gallant ships lie in the harbour, Erebus and Terror are their names. Friends, I must leave you in the morning to sail into the icy seas. While I am on the frozen ocean, wish me good luck and think of me. So fill your glasses all together, wish us good luck as the bar we breast. God shall guide us on our journey, make all plain sail for the north and west. Friends, I must leave you in the morning to sail into the icy seas. While I am on the frozen ocean, wish me good luck and think of me. I sit here in the Star and Garter, 7 long years have passed away. Yearly his wife waits in her chamber, but Lord Franklin will not return this day. Friends, I must leave you in the morning to sail into the icy seas. While I am on the frozen ocean, wish me good luck and think of me. Steingarter.
He didn't tell you it's his own song, did he?
I did.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it didn't. It's lovely. Did you write it?
Yeah.
Wow.
What he said.
Clever old
Modest.
buggers. Right. Jean, did you get the message? Yeah, of course you did. Are you ready? Just muting everybody. There you go.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do the same as Pete. This is one that I often sing with Tom and Barbara on the last evening of Broadstairs Week, so I should do it here. It's got a chorus, and I know some of you will know it. I'll start with the chorus. When your face is ready, I've a service sure. A note left in your window will bring me to your door. Don't wait until you travel, don't leave it all to chance. Great or small, it's I will call for luggage in advance. My name you know is Edward, I rent in Broadstairs town. We can offer room and board, but that's not where I'm found. For up and down the high street I will my wooden cart, carrying the luggage for all who must depart. 'Cause when your case is ready, I will service sure. A note left in your window will bring me to your door. Don't wait until you travel, don't leave it all to chance. Great or small, it's I will call for luggage in advance. If I see my cutout before your leaving day, trunks of all descriptions I will take away. Baskets full of fashions from your promenades, bathing suits and leather boots up to the station yard. 'Cause when the case is ready, I've a service sure. A note left in your window will bring me to your door. Don't wait until you travel, don't leave it all to chance. Great or small, it's I will call for luggage in advance. To London Bridge or Tower Pier, it's travel where you may. Through Albion Street or Piermont, I'd get you on your way. Making good conveyance for a fee that's fair, while you take last pleasure of the balmy Thanet air. 'Cause when your case is ready, I've a service sure. A note left in your window will bring me to your door. Don't wait until you travel, don't leave it all to chance. Great or small, it's I will call for luggage in advance. If you enjoyed our breezes, please come again next year. Send your luggage in advance and you will find me here. I'd wheel to your lodgings, wherever they may be, and you'll have every comfort for your season by the sea. 'Cause when your case is ready, I've a service sure. A note left in your window will bring you to your door. Don't wait until you travel, don't leave it all to chance. Great or small, this I will call for luggage in advance, for luggage in advance.
Yet again, a song that Jean's written. Yeah. What about your ancestors, isn't it, Jean?
Pardon?
Wasn't it one of your ancestors who used to run the...
It's about my great father.
Yeah. Right. Thank you, Jean. We'll move on to Nick, shall we? You ready, Nick? You'd like to unmute?
Yep. This is song written by Ralph McTell, but the last people I heard do it was Fairport Convention, so it's been around. I was born a land-bound farm boy and in New England raised. The rippling of the wheat fields, well, they were my ocean waves. Each cry and call, each rise and fall of the crows across the corn were seagulls sweeping across the bow of a ship I dreamed I'd sail around Cape Horn. My deck was the dusty farmyard, my mast was a telegraph pole. The wind-blown choir in the telephone wire was a chord heard in my soul. And it seemed to have been singing since the day that I was born. You're gonna take a trip on a sailing ship all the way around the wild Cape Horn. Well, I found that ship in Hamburg, her name it was Peking. Her skipper's name was Jervis, I'd never met a man like him. He pulled two men out from the sea by the hair in a raging storm, and he kept a grip on that great ship all the way around the wild Cape Horn. Well, it's 4 hours on and it's 4 hours off, and you sleep in your wet clothes. The only dry thing on this ship is the cargo down below. 11,000 miles we sailed, nigh on 100 dawns. 32 sails on a heaving ship, hauling us around the wild Cape Horn. Well, the cargo weighed 5,000 tons, the ship 3,000 more. There was an acre of sail up aloft, some 17 stories tall. And we had a pig and a scruffy dog and a turkey fed on corn, and willing hands to catch the wind, hauling us around the wild Cape Horn. For 17 days we were becalmed, then on Friday the 13th, 68 great ships were lost in the storm of the century. But we were swept into the Atlantic on a sunlit sparkling morn. But the turkey got sick, so we ate him quick on the way around the wild Cape Horn. Well, she had us kind of hypnotized, no time to catch our breath. If you want to really love your life, well, you have to flirt with death. Sail close to the harnessed wind and treat all risks with scorn. And a farm boy and an unyoked team plough their way around the wild Cape Horn. Now on that voyage we lost 2 boys, they got thrown overboard. The silence from us down below, no one could put in words. 2 empty bunks to mark the space, 2 young lives to mourn. Voids between their life and death, on the way around the wild Cape Horn. And mountain waves like avalanches crashed upon the decks. The screaming wind snapped ropes and spars and tried to have us wrecked. But she rose and fell through the foam and the swell. Her ripped sails were ripped and torn. 8,000 tons tossed like a cork made it our way around Cape Horn. And she had us sort of hypnotized, no time to catch our breath. If you ever want to feel alive, well, you've got to flirt with death. Sail close to the harnessed wind, treat all risks with scorn, and a farm boy and an unyoked team plough their way around the wild Cape Horn. Yes, a farm boy and an unyoked team ploughed their way around the wild Cape Horn. Ralph McTell.
Smashing, Nick, thank you. I did like the bit about the turkey got sick, so I ate it quick.
Yes, ate it quick.
Turkey got sick, so we ate.
Right.
Yeah, don't write that
Enough
like
enjoying
that.
yourselves. We can have our guest now. Great, mate, and to all of us, can I ask you to welcome Mike Nicholson?
Hey.
Tell me when. Done?
You're there.
Right. This is only for show, by the way. I think about 3 years ago, I was told I was an expert on Negro spirituals, which I wasn't at all. So I had to learn some stuff. So I think we better do one of them now. Tramping, tramping, try to make heaven my home. Tramping, tramping, try to make heaven my home. All together now. Tramping, tramping, try to make heaven my home. Tramping, tramping, try to make heaven my home. Well, I met with Matthew, Mark, and Luke, and John. Try to make heaven my home. All those disciples are dead and gone. Try to make heaven my home. All together now. Tramping, tramping, try to make heaven my home. Tramping, tramping, try to make heaven my home. Well, I got a secret I've been told. Try to make heaven my home. Streets up in heaven are paved with gold. Try to make heaven my home. Everybody now. Tramping, tramping, try to make heaven my home. Tramping, tramping, try to make heaven my home. Well, I went to the valley, didn't mean to stay. Try to make heaven my home. My soul got happy, so I stayed all day. Try to make heaven my home. Everybody now. Tramping, tramping, try to make heaven my home. Tramping, tramping, try to make heaven my home. When I get to heaven, gonna shout and sing. Try to make heaven my home. Glory, hallelujah to my heavenly King. Try to make heaven my home. Hallelujah now. Tramping, tramping, try to make heaven my home. Tramping, tramping, try to make heaven my home. Well, I got a sister in the promised land. Trying to make heaven my home. Gonna keep on tramping till I shake her hand. Try to make heaven my home. Everybody now. Tramping, tramping, try to make heaven my home. Tramping, tramping, try to make heaven my home. Everybody now. Tramping, tramping, try to make heaven my home. Tramping, tramping, try to make heaven my home. Right, I'm going to sing a quieter one now. I'm going to just have a sip of this stuff somebody gave me. I have been learning new songs during lockdown, and this is a song that what I learned. Another Stan Rogers song, all about fishing, which seems to have been a theme today. Still lies the bay in the light western air that blows from the crimson horizon. Once more we tack home with a dry empty hold, saving gas with the breezes so fair. She's a kindly Cape Islander, old but still sound, but so lost in the long line of shadow. Make and break and make do, but the fish are so few, she won't be replaced should she founder. It's hard not to think of before the big war, when the cod went so cheap but so plenty. Foreign trawlers go by now with long-seeing eyes, taking all where we seldom take any. And the young folk don't stay with the fishermen's ways. Long ago they all moved to the city, and the ones left behind, old and tired and blind, can work for a pound or a penny. In make and break harbor the boats are so few, too many are pulled up and rotten. Most houses stand empty, all nets hung to dry, are blown away, lost and forgotten. I can see the big draggers have stirred up the bay, leaving lobster traps smashed on the bottom. Can they think it don't pay to respect the old ways that make and break men have not forgotten? For we still keep our time to the turn of the tide, and this boat that I built with my father still lifts to the sky, the one longer, and I still talk like old friends on the water. Make and break harbor, the boats are so few, too many are pulled up and rotten. Most houses stand empty, old nets hung to dry, are blown away, lost and forgotten. Make and break harbor, the boats are so few, too many are pulled up and rotten. Most houses stand empty, old nets hung to dry, are blown away, lost and forgotten. Blown away, lost and forgotten. Okay. I better wake us all up. I better do something that somebody knows anyway.
Me?
Which one do you want? Stone by Stone or When All Men Sing?
Ooh, Stone by Stone. I haven't heard that for a couple of years. Go on.
Okay. Right. Now, I expect you to do all the signs this time. I am just a plumber and I take pride in my job. I know every inch of piping underneath the streets of Prague. Now overhead I hear the tread 100,000 strong. Like the waters, well, they cannot still this power that moves us on. One by one, side by side, we will stand and face the fire. There's no turning back this tide. Stone by stone, day by day, we will make the great walls crumble and the borders fade away. She is just a mother to children 6 and 4. And she grew up in the shadow of the wall and of the war. From our mothers to our daughters, we'll pass this torch one day. We praise the names who fanned the flames, and in one voice we say, one by one, side by side, we will stand and face the fire. There's no turning back this tide. Stone by stone, day by day, we will make the great walls crumble and the borders fade away. I am just a student, and like students everywhere, we dream great dreams together as we gathered in the square. Though your tanks might break our bodies, we'll one day break these chains. The streets of blood, like freedom's flood, now surges through our veins. One by one, side by side, we will stand and face the fire. There's no turning back this tide. Stone by stone, day by day, we will make the great walls crumble and the borders fade away. One by one, side by side, we will stand and face the fire. There's no turning back this tide. Stone by stone, day by day, we will make the great walls crumble and the borders fade away. Thank you very much.
That was good.
Damn hay fever.
Sing as well.
Are we awake now?
Make that work.
Oh, that's better, isn't it? Right, thank you, Michael. Just the absolute. We're going to do a couple right at the end, but for now we're going to come back to you lot, and we're going to ask Roger to sing, please. Hello, he's disappeared. Oh, there he goes.
No, he hasn't.
He's come back again. I should do it from here.
When he's undone his bra strap, he might unmute himself. There we go.
Yeah, I'm going to break with precedent today. We normally, of course, sing unaccompanied in the net because there isn't room for instruments, but on this occasion I'm going to play the accordion. This is one I always do once during Folk Week, in tribute to a lovely lady who you've already mentioned, Peter, Yvonne Martin. One of the loveliest voices in the Neptune, and this is one of her favourites, so we'll do this. In our little valley, they closed the colliery down, and the pithead bars is a pilgrim market now. Empty journeys red with rust roll to rest amidst the dust, and the pithead bars is a supermarket now, and it's hard, it's hard, it's harder than they will ever know, and it's they must take the blame for the price of And the Pithead Bars is a supermarket now. They came down here from England because our output's low. Briefcases full of bank clerks who had never been below. And they'll close the valley's oldest mine, pretending that it's sad. But don't you worry, Batty Bach, we're really very glad, because it's hard. It's hard. It's harder than they will ever know. And it's they must take the blame, for the price of coal's the same. And the Pithead Bars is a supermarket now. My clean clothes locker's empty now. I've thrown away the key, and so my boots and muffler and my lamp check 153. But I can't forget the times we had, the laughing midst of fear. For every time I cough I get a mining souvenir, because it's hard. It's hard. It's harder than they will ever know. And it's they must take the blame, for the price of coal's the same. And the Pithead Bars is a supermarket now. I took my old helmet home with me and filled it full of earth, and I planted little flowers there. They grew for all their worth, and it's hanging in the glass house now, a living memory, reminding me they could have grown in vases over me, because it's hard. It's hard. It's harder than they will ever know. And it's they must take the blame, for the price of coal's the same. And the Pithead Bars is a supermarket now. But I know the local magistrate, she's got a job for me, though it's only counting buttons in a local factory. We get coffee breaks and coffee breaks, coffee breaks and tea. And now I know those dusty mines have seen the last of me, because it's hard. It's hard. It's harder than they will ever know. And if ham was underground, would it be 12 bob a pound? The supermarket now. The Pithead Bars is a supermarket now.
I bet that works. It doesn't weigh very much. We can only see half of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a ghost.
Right. We'll move on to Janet and Steve if we can, please.
Okay, right, unmute me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Another sea song, not about fishing though, more about saltpeter and guano. To old Callao we're bound away, oh, to old Callao we're bound away, oh, we're bound away to Vallejo Bay, where those flash senoritas will grab all our pay. Oh, roll, rock your boss, eager high, oh, rocker, oh, roll. Oh, Pedro the Grim, we know him of old, oh, roll. Oh, Pedro the Grim, we know him of old, oh, roll. For he's priming the vino and doping the beer, to the chinches he'll send us if we don't steer clear. Oh, roll, rocky and boss, eager high, oh, rocker, oh, roll. Them flash girls of Chile, they cannot be beat, oh, roll. Them flash girls of Chile, they cannot be beat, oh, roll. For they'll greet us and love us and treat us to wine, but we know that they're robbing us most of the time. Oh, roll, rocky your bars, eager high ho, rocker, oh, roll. And when it comes time to sail away home, oh, roll. And when it comes time to sail away home, oh, roll. From some old seaport town on the west coast of hell, we'll say adios and we'll bid you farewell. Oh, roll, rock your boss, eager high, oh, rocker, oh, roll. Oh, roll, rock your boss, eager high, oh, rocker, oh, roll.
Oh right, I found it on the keyboard. How to mute and unmute instead of trying to find it all the time. Yeah,
Right,
it's good.
Janet, are you ready?
Oh, it's another mess.
There you go.
Well, apologies to all you hardened folkies, but for me, a good song is a song that people can join in with. And I know that people all over the country join in with this one. And really, we have really missed being with you all. But we will meet again. So in my bringing out my inner Vera, I hope you'll all join in with this one.
Good old Vera.
Good old Vera. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like we always do, till the blue skies chase the dark clouds far away. And won't you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. And won't you please say hello to the folk that I know? Tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
Thank you, Janet. Now, before I ask Kathy to sing, there's one thing I've got to remind myself to do. Somewhere near the link you got to get into this session, there was also a donate link. It's a bit like passing the tin round the bar, but quieter. If you haven't donated all through the week, please remember to do that before you go off. Okay, right, we have the lovely Kathy to sing next. If you can hang on, I shall mute.
Okay, okay. Right, I'm going to sing a song by Alistair Hewlett. He lived in Australia for quite a long time before he came back. He died actually, didn't he, a few years ago, but he's a lovely songwriter and a lovely singer, and he wrote about lots of things going on in Australia, one of which was asbestos mining in Western Australia, and he wrote some songs about that, and this is one of them, and it's called He Fades Away. You maybe know it. Please join in if you do. There's a man in my bed, I used to love him. His kisses used to take my breath away. There's a man in my bed, I hardly know him. I wipe his face and hold his hand and watch him as he slowly fades away. He fades away, not like leaves that fall in autumn, turning gold against the grey. He fades away, like the bloodstains on the pillowcase that I wash every day. He fades away. There's a man in my bed, he's on a pension, although he's only 50 years of age. And the lawyer says he might get compensation in the course of due procedure, but he couldn't say for certain at this stage. He fades away, not like leaves that fall in autumn, turning gold against the grey. He fades away, like the blood stains on the pillowcase that I wash every day. He fades away. And he's not the only one who made the trip so many years ago to work the Whitnam mine. So many young men, oh, before their time and dying slow, they fade away. The wheezing bags of bones with lungs half clogged and full of clay, they fade away. There's a man in my bed, they never told him the cost of bringing home his weekly pay. And when the courts decide how much they owe him, how will he spend his money when he lies in bed and coughs his life away? He fades away, not like leaves that fall in autumn, turning gold against the grey. He fades away, like the bloodstains on the pillowcase that I wash every day. He fades away, like the bloodstains on the pillowcase that I wash every day. He fades away.
Oh my word.
Flippin' heck.
Blimmin' heck.
Where's the hangies?
Oh. That was so sad.
Sorry.
Thank you, Kathy. That's lovely. Right. So just a few more singers before we all pack up and go home. I've got to go and put the tent down in a minute. So it's been absolutely cracking. Just a couple of singers who are now usually there in the Neptune. In fact, the last one were always there in the Neptune, always supporting. But Barry and Ingrid are part of the Neptune community, so far as I'm concerned. And if they could just give us a couple of songs, that would be great.
Oh, true.
It's where we met most of you in the Neptune. Yes, yes.
Yes, I don't recognise most of you. You're all sober.
Oh.
Right. Did you say you wanted 2 songs, Peter? Just one? Just
2.
one? 2?
2. Do Johnny and Molly first, and then we'll finish with Paul.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Right.
Up to you.
Right.
Little Irish song. Learned from a lovely singer called Donal Maguire. As Johnny and Molly they sat reposing under the banks of blooming roses, while at the quay our ship lies waiting, this young couple now they sat repeating, love farewell, darling farewell, and it's all for parting, love farewell. Oh Johnny dear, now do not leave me, for your absence it would sorely grieve me. For if you go when the guns do rattle, I greatly fear you might fall in battle, love farewell, darling farewell, and it's all for parting, love farewell. Oh Molly dear, now do not mourn, for there is relief at my returning, and when I come from the war's alarms, I will gently roll you in me arms, love farewell, darling farewell, and it's all for parting, love farewell. Now the old woman said, oh, do not grieve me, do not take my daughter from me, for if you do, my ghost will haunt you, and at my death my ghost will haunt you, love farewell, darling farewell, and it's all for parting, love farewell. Now our ship, well, it sails this stormy ocean, seeking out for high promotion, while the guns and drums are beating, march me boys, for there's no retreating, love farewell, darling farewell, and it's all for parting, love farewell, darling farewell, and it's all for parting. Love, farewell. Sorry about that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Joyce Squares.
I got the words wrong.
Right.
Right, this is a song by a lady who's sadly no longer with us called Joyce Squares. And she wrote this song for her partner of 20, nearly 30 years, Johnny Collins. And it's a lovely, lovely song to finish on. Sadly, I never got to hear Johnny sing this song because she actually wrote it not long before he died. But anyway, before that, big thank you to Peter Collins for running this session all week. He's done a fantastic job. Brilliant job. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Barry.
Not easy when you've got all those buttons in front of you. It's like playing a bloody concertina.
The reason Joyce wrote this was Johnny was over in America. He'd been over for a couple of months doing some bookings, and he rung her up and he said he was really homesick and he really was wanting to come home, and that was why Joyce wrote this. And when we said to her, we learnt it, and then he died, of course. And I said to her, Joyce, we can't sing that song now. She says, yes, he can, because he's gone home. So I thought that was very true.
Hold on while I mute.
So this is probably the most inappropriate song to sing for one of these sessions because the song's called Now I'm Going Home. It's a bit stupid when I already am.
Right.
Over the fields, along by the hedgerow, all along the lane, past the sleeping town, down the hillside and all through the valley. Now I am going home, across the land, across the sea, where me love is calling me. My work is over, my journey done. Oh, and now I am going home. I've met with old friends and made some new ones. Being together, our friendships grown. Shared the laughter and shared the sadness. But now I am going home, across the land, across the sea, where me love is calling me. My work is over, my journey done. Oh, and now I am going home. Now I've shared me songs with those who'd listen, told you the stories when we were alone, shared the laughter and shared the sadness, but now I am going home, across the land, across the sea. Oh, where me love is calling me. My work is over, my journey done. Oh, and now I am going home, across the land, across the sea. Oh, where me love is calling me. My work is over, my journey done. Oh, and now I am going home. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Smashing. Right, Mr. Luscombe, the man who's always there and singing his head off the whole week.
Yeah, not necessarily in the same key or same song as the other.
Depends how many jugs you've had, doesn't it?
Absolutely. As I said, this is the soberest Broadstairs ever by a long chalk, I tell you.
Pete Luscombe. Hold on.
All right.
You need to unmute, Pete. Pete. There you go.
Start again. Clouds are upon the summer sky, there's thunder in the wind. Pull on, and homeward hie, ne'er take one look behind. Row on, another day may shine with brighter light. Ply the oars and pull away, there's dawn beyond the night. Bear where thou goest the words of love, say all that words can say. Changeless affection strength to prove, but speed upon the way. Row on, another day may shine with brighter light. Ply the oars and pull away, there's dawn beyond the night. Like yonder river would I glide to where my heart would be. My bark should soon outsail the tide that hurries to the sea. Row on, another day may shine with brighter light. Ply the oars and pull away, there's dawn beyond the night. And yet a star shines constant still through yonder cloudy sky, and hope as bright my bosom fill with faith that cannot die. Row on, another day may shine with brighter light. Ply the oars and pull away, there's dawn beyond the night. Row on, God speed the way, you must not linger here. Storms hang about the close of day, tomorrow may be clear. Row on, another day may shine with brighter light. Ply the oars and pull away, there's dawn beyond the night. Row on, another day may shine with brighter light. Ply the oars and pull away, there's dawn beyond the night.
Well done, Pete. Good choice.
I nearly sang that song and I changed my mind at the last minute. I did it because I knew Pete was going to do it, really.
I'm very sorry, Pete, but I can't hear that without seeing Barcy beside you getting all excited about bosoms.
Yeah, I know. You can be relied upon to lower the tone.
That's all.
Right, well, it's time we wound up. And I usually go behind the bar and thank the bar staff. And Mike said he's not going to kiss me.
No.
Oh.
Oh.
You and Mike are bar staff this week, aren't you? Really?
Perhaps we ought to blow you a kiss, Pete.
Yeah.
We'll Lord blow you.
Yes.
Here we go. I dreamed a dream the other night, the funniest dream of all. I dreamt I saw somebody watching me behind the garden wall, and she said,
Little eyes, I love you, honey. Little eyes, I love you. I love you in the springtime and the honey, 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 honey. Little eyes, I love you, honey. Little eyes, I love you. I love you the best of honey, 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 honey.
Well, I walked my baby home last night beneath the shedding pine. I placed my arms around her waist and pressed her lips to mine, and she said,
Little eyes, I love you, honey. Little eyes, I love you. I love you in the springtime and the honey, 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 honey. Little eyes, I love you, honey. Little eyes, I love you. I love you the best of honey, 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 honey.
Well, I went around to her back door to see my turtle dove. Oh, tell me, honey, tell me, do, what is this thing called love? And she said,
Little eyes, I love you, honey. Little eyes, I love you. I love you in the springtime and the honey, 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 honey. Little eyes, I love you, honey. Little eyes, I love you. I love you the best of honey, 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 honey.
Are you ready, Mike? So kiss me, honey, kiss me, do, and be my turtle dove. Ah, kiss me, honey, kiss me, do. You are the one I love. And she said,
Little eyes, I love you, honey. Little eyes, I love you. I love you in the springtime and the honey, 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 honey. Little eyes, I love you, honey. Little eyes, I love you. I love you the best of honey, honey.
She said,
Little eyes, I love you, honey. Little eyes, I love you. I love you in the springtime and the honey, 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 honey. Little eyes, I love you, honey. Little eyes, I love you. I love you the best of honey, 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 honey.
The boys had it first.
Very good, very good.
Oh, I do miss those girls, though.
Very good.
Nice
You had
way to say thank
two
you.
generations of barmaids, didn't you, in recent years? Two generations of the same family behind the bar in recent years, isn't it?
And for many years, yeah. Trouble is, they keep getting a barman in behind the bar as well. That messes things up.
Yeah, you don't have to look nervous by Friday.
He does look worried when I start. Right, can I thank all of you? Absolutely lovely. I've thoroughly enjoyed the whole weekend.
Yes.
It's
Been fantastic.
almost as good as being there. Obviously, it can't be, but almost. And just sitting here with Mike, start and finish, has just been the icing on the cake. Can I ask you to welcome Mike back, and he's going to sing us one song to go home with.
Yeah.
For a while the night is young, the time is short, and the road is long. Tell me a story, I'll sing you a song, for tomorrow the road will be calling us on. Don't let your journey be stopped at the start. There are times when your feet have to follow your heart, and the faster you travel, The less you can see and the more that you have, the less you can be. Rest for a while, the night is young, the time is short, and the road is long. Tell me a story, I'll sing you a song, for tomorrow the road will be calling us on. Look for the house with a smile at the door, where we sat round the tables and danced on the floor, found warmth at the fire and came back for more. There was grass on the chimney and a lock on the door. Rest for a while, the night is young, the time is short, and the road is long. Tell me a story, I'll sing you a song, for tomorrow the road will be calling us on. So let the reel have its turn, the song its refrain, and here's to the day when we all meet again. And long may the sun shine wherever you are, but you'll still need the darkness to show you the stars. Rest for a while, the night is young, the time is short, and the road is long. Tell me a story, I'll sing you a song, for tomorrow the road will be calling us on. One more time, please. Rest for a while, the night is young, the time is short, and the road is long. Tell me a story, I'll sing you the song, for tomorrow the road will be calling us on. See you in 2021 in the Neptune, we hope.
Yeah.
Good night now. Goodbye.
Ooh, somebody got a badge. Right. Thank you ever so much. Been great sessions all the week. Thank you, Sun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Mike.
Well done, Pete and Mike.
As Mike says, hopefully we'll be doing it for real next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Night night.
Good night.
Bye.